Right now, we have our second guest, though, on the line, Andrew Kayonde, who just took on Bassem Amin. Andrew, welcome to the show. Thanks for being here. And I got to ask, am I saying your last name correctly?
Yes, at least you tried.
Well, how do you say it for us, please?
Andrew Kayonde.
Kayonde, okay. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
We're doing our best here. So what does this spectacular tournament mean to you?
Well, it's a first of its kind, where you have top guys from Africa all playing and from their respective countries. So for me, it's showcasing the best that Africa can offer, and to me, it's a big privilege to be participating in this event.
So you are the four-time Zambian national champion. Today, you took on the top-ranked player in all of Africa. What were your thoughts going into this game?
So actually, I'm the 60th. I've won the Zambian Championship 6 times.
6 times? Pardon me. I'll have to update
that. Okay. So I recently played Bassem in the African Individual Championship. And like today's game again, I was a queen up. Okay. So going into the game, I was a little bit confident. I felt my chances weren't that bad looking at the previous game I played against him.
All right, well,
yeah,
Robert would like to take you through the game here and talk about some points.
Hi, Andrew. This is Grandmaster Robert Hungaski. I was following your game along. Really exciting game.
Okay.
I was hoping I could ask you a couple of questions about the game.
No problem.
So, I was a little bit surprised by your opponent's choice of Queen E7, which is not the main move in that opening, but you answered with a very interesting exchange sacrifice. Now, was that something you came up with over the board, or did you prepare that?
How do I put it? He deviated. He's the one that deviated. So it was part of my home preparation.
Oh, wow.
Until the time that he took on E takes D5. Mm-hmm. So until that moment, I think he deviated and he blundered an exchange, queen exchange.
Oh, okay. So is he forced to give up the queen in that position?
It's the best continuation in that position.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, I have enormous attack on the king side. So I think it was a good choice. It was a very practical choice by him.
Yeah, because it looks like he does have fairly good control over the queen side, and especially that outside pass pawn can create some problems for you. Because your light square bishop isn't so great. And nevertheless, your position was close to winning at some point. Do you feel like you could have improved your play at some point?
Yes. I think the plan, I did not properly play my knight. So I needed my knight to go into the attack. So on C3, after knight C3, I really did not follow up very well, because now I started moving my queen, giving him tempo, mm-hmm. and thereafter he started to slowly equalize. So I think I should have played my knight better, probably taken it to F4 and aiming for something to do with G7.
Okay, so for example, if knight F4, and let's say he goes bishop B7 like he played in the game, you would still play bishop E2 and and castle, and then you go queen D4 and knight H5, something like that, right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, that seems interesting, because let's say like bishop C6, castles A5, now queen D4, you're saying that aside from the pressure on B6, you also have some nasty ideas on the king side with knight H5 threatening checkmate.
Yes.
So that's a very interesting improvement. Okay, and after you played knight C3, the game went on. It seemed like your opponent was able to finish his queenside development and push that outside passer. Was there any other moment in the game where you felt like you could have pressed harder?
My initial plan for knight C3 was to take the knight to D6.
Okay.
So knight C3, knight B5, knight D6 was what I initially wanted to do.
Mm-hmm.
But something made me change. I really don't understand how how I deviated. I thought I was better taking the pawn. So it was just, I went for an inferior plan. Yeah. So knight b5, knight d6, and with an idea of knight f5 if
Oh, okay. So you're trying to aim for the king side again. Because the interesting thing is, if he takes on b5, then after c takes b5, this knight on b8 is out of the game, right? So he has to let your knight get to d6. Okay,
exactly.
So maybe instead of queen d4, we have knight b5. So we have a couple of different ways that I think would have given white at least some very real winning chances there.
Yes.
Okay, and then afterwards, things got a little bit crazy, I guess, in time trouble, because it seemed like you could just easily capture that a pawn, but all of a sudden there were these back rank tactics, and this knight and bishop on c3 and a2 were poorly coordinated. So your opponent found a nice move repetition there. All right.
Correct.
Well, it wasn't quite a win, but I think it was still a great game. Congratulations and good luck in the rest of the tournament.
All right. Thanks, Robert.
All right.
Thank you very much. And that's live Skype from Hotel Tiama in the Ivory Coast. And that was International Master Andrew Kayonde, the 6-time Zambian national champion. Don't you forget it.
Kayonde.
Kayonde.
All right.
Gotta work on that.